Have you ever seen a wolf that looks like a mix between a fox and a deer? Or a sea creature with colors so vivid they seem unreal? In today's video, you'll discover 15 amazing creatures that look completely made up, but are 100% real. Some live hidden away in remote corners of the planet. Others might be much closer than you think. And here's a heads up. The last animal on this list is one of the most incredible ever documented by science. It's worth watching all the way to the end. Subscribe to the channel and explore a world full of fascinating animal facts that will leave you in awe. 15th place. Pangolin, the guardian of scales. If there were a knight in the animal kingdom, it would definitely be the pangolin. Covered head to toe in tough scales, it's the only mammal in the world that wears a natural armor made of keratin, the same material that makes up our fingernails. But don't be fooled by its shy look. Behind that peculiar appearance is one of nature's most extraordinary creatures. When threatened, the pangolin has a unique defense strategy. It curls into a tight ball, creating a shield so tough that few predators can break through. It's like a walking biological safe. To make things even more effective, it can release a foul-smelling odor from special glands, a trick that drives away even the most determined enemies. Another amazing feature? Its tongue. Long, thin, and sticky, it can actually exceed the length of its own body in some species. That's how it captures ants and termites with the precision of a natural vacuum. This fascinating relic of the animal world lives in forests across Asia and Africa. But unfortunately, it's one of the most endangered mammals today, due to illegal wildlife trafficking and poaching. Had you heard of the pangolin before? What surprised you the most? Tell us in the comments. 14th place. Axolotl, nature's eternal smile. Imagine an animal that never stops smiling, and even as an adult, still looks like a kid. That's the axolotl, a Mexican creature that seems like it came out of a dream, or a sci-fi lab. What stands out the most, aside from its cute face and colorful, feather-like external gills, is its incredible ability to regenerate. It can regrow entire limbs, parts of its heart, spinal cord, and even parts of its brain, something that continues to fascinate medical researchers. But the axolotl also carries a certain sadness. In the wild, it only lives in lakes near Mexico City, and its habitat has been shrinking rapidly. Today, most axolotls survive only in captivity, where they are studied by scientists and admired by animal lovers. There's something deeply human about this creature. Its innocent expression, its still gaze, its quiet presence. Many say the axolotl gives off a peaceful vibe, and maybe that's why people are drawn to it at first sight. Ever seen anything like it? Wonder what other creatures are coming up next.
If you found this fact surprising, why not give back by subscribing? It helps us keep bringing you amazing animal discoveries. Thanks for your support. Now, let's keep going.
13th place. Sapphire tarantula, the blue mystery of the forest. Not everyone's a fan of spiders, that's true. But what if I told you there's a spider so beautiful it looks like a living jewel? Poecilotheria metallica, also known as the sapphire tarantula, is a rare and stunning species covered in metallic shades of blue that shimmer like gemstones in the light. This gorgeous arachnid hides deep in the forests of southern India and was long considered almost mythical, spotted by only a few. Its natural habitat is extremely limited, which adds to its mystique. It moves gracefully, it's agile, and despite its intimidating appearance, it prefers to hide rather than attack. But be careful. Its beauty hides a dangerous side. When threatened, it can bite, and while its venom isn't deadly to humans, it causes intense pain and discomfort. Still, it's admired by many as one of the most fascinating species in the spider world. It's curious how something so feared can also be so mesmerizing. Nature has a way of surprising us with every new discovery. And believe it or not, we're just getting started. 12th place. Narwhal, the unicorn of ice. For centuries, sailors believed narwhals were sea unicorns. And it's easy to see why. This creature, native to the icy waters of the Arctic, has a long spiral horn that can reach over 8 feet in length. But here's the twist. It's not a horn. It's a tooth. Yes, a single elongated tooth that grows straight out of the upper jaw, usually in males, and is filled with highly sensitive nerve endings. It acts like a natural antenna, detecting chemical changes, shifts in salinity, and even currents. Scientists are still studying all the ways this incredible organ functions. Seeing a narwhal in the wild feels like watching a myth come to life. They swim silently under the ice, often in small pods, as if they're guarding ancient secrets from the depths of the planet. There's something magical about the contrast. A majestic yet gentle creature, perfectly adapted to one of the harshest environments on Earth. A reminder that even in the most extreme places, nature creates wonder and mystery in the most unexpected ways. Isn't it amazing that something like this actually exists? 11th place. Lowland Streaked Tenrec, the jungle's tiny maestro. Not many people have heard of it, but the Lowland Streaked Tenrec is a true miniature marvel of nature. Native to Madagascar, this small mammal looks a bit like a hedgehog, but it's actually a distant relative. More closely related to elephants than to rodents, believe it or not. What makes it truly unique is its surprising talent. The tenrec is one of the few mammals that can communicate using sound made by rubbing parts of its body. It scrapes its spiny hairs together to produce chirping sounds, almost like a natural percussion orchestra. That's why some scientists call it the jungle maestro. It's nocturnal, shy, and lives in dense vegetation, using its sound system to alert others of danger, or even to attract mates. A real secret language echoing through the forest. And here's the most surprising part. Despite its fragile look, the tenrec is remarkably resilient and has caught scientists' attention for its ability to survive in challenging environments with limited resources. Isn't it amazing how even the smallest creatures can hide such incredible secrets? 10th place. Mexican mole lizard, the silent digger. Its name might sound like something out of a children's storybook, but the Mexican mole lizard is real, and just as mysterious as it is fascinating. Also known as the pink agelote, it lives hidden beneath the dry soil of Mexico's arid regions and is rarely seen above ground. Its body is long and pale, with 2 tiny front legs, and no hind legs at all. The result is a strange combination of snake, mole, and lizard, all in one. But what's truly striking is how it lives. This creature practically never sees daylight. It spends its life digging underground tunnels, using highly developed hearing to compensate for its poor eyesight. It has no pigmentation, because it simply doesn't need it. Darkness is its natural home. And there's something almost poetic about that. A creature that lives in solitude, out of human sight, yet plays a vital role in underground ecosystems by controlling insect populations and keeping the soil healthy. The Mexican mole lizard reminds us that nature hides wonders even in the quietest corners, and that the extraordinary is often found where we least expect it. 9th place. Venezuelan poodle moth, the world's most stylish butterfly. If butterflies had a gala night, the Venezuelan poodle moth would show up in the most eccentric outfit at the party. Discovered in 2009, this species drew immediate attention thanks to its completely unusual appearance. Imagine a furry moth with elegant, plume-like antennae and a body covered in white and golden hair. It's as if a tiny creature slipped into a fashionable winter coat and decided to strut through the forest. Despite its eye-catching look, very little is known about its behavior. It lives in Venezuela's mountainous regions and, to this day, has only been spotted a few times in the wild. That only adds to the mystery surrounding it. And since it hasn't been widely studied, much of its life remains a puzzle. But it's impossible not to be enchanted by the idea that, among so many modest creatures, there's a moth that looks like it came straight out of a surreal dream. It's moments like these that show just how vast the insect world is, and how little we still know about it. It may be tiny, but it proves that even the smallest beings can be full of personality. 8th place. Ghost shark, the deep sea enigma. In the darkest, deepest parts of the ocean, where sunlight barely reaches, lives a creature that seems to have come from another world. The ghost shark, also known as the ratfish. With glassy eyes and a translucent body, it glides silently across the ocean floor, like a living shadow among cold, lonely corals. Unlike typical sharks, it belongs to an ancient group known as chimeras, which have existed since before the age of dinosaurs. What fascinates biologists most is its appearance, a blend of fish, reptile, and something that defies precise classification. Its sensory organs are so advanced that it can feel its environment even in total darkness. Its flattened head and glowing eyes create an image that, for many, feels eerie. But there's a strange kind of beauty in that. Knowing that this animal has lived for millions of years, untouched by surface world changes, is like peeking through a window into Earth's deep past. There's something comforting about knowing the unknown still exists, and is quietly waiting for us at the bottom of the sea. 7th place. Bird of Paradise. Nature's most hypnotic dance. There are moments when nature feels like it was inspired by theater, and the bird of paradise, native to the tropical rainforests of New Guinea, is the perfect example. Among all the birds in the world, few can match its visual performance. And we're not just talking about its vibrant colors or extravagant feathers, we're talking about a full-on dance routine. During mating season, the males become performers. They carefully clear a patch of forest floor to create a dance stage, then begin to display their feathers with precise movements, fanning them out into stunning geometric shapes. And the way they fix their gaze, it's almost like they're trying to hypnotize the female, or anyone lucky enough to witness the show. It's hard to watch and not feel moved. There's something deeply emotional in that effort. A delicate, almost human ritual. A display of beauty, dedication, and vulnerability. The bird of paradise reminds us that sometimes, love takes courage, creativity, and a little flair. And that even in the most remote corners of the world, life insists on dancing. 6th place. Blue Dragon. The celestial creature of the waves. At first glance, it looks made up. Tiny, delicate, and painted in metallic shades of blue, silver, and white, Glaucus atlanticus, known as the blue dragon, is one of the ocean's most surreal wonders. But don't be fooled by its beauty. Despite being only about 2 inches long, it's a deadly predator. It feeds on jellyfish, including the dangerous Portuguese man-o'-war, and has the incredible ability to store the venom from its prey. In other words, the blue dragon turns its enemy's weapon into its own. A survival tactic straight out of a legend. It floats upside down on the surface, using water tension to stay adrift. It's almost as if it's gracefully parading through the ocean, yet always ready for battle. There's something fascinating about creatures like this. Beautiful, fragile at first glance, but full of strategy and resilience. It's proof that in the world of animal wonders, size doesn't always determine who rules. And the most amazing part, despite all its beauty, it often goes completely unnoticed. A true hidden treasure among the waves. 5th place. Cuttlefish. The chameleon of the deep. Nature has its own magicians, and the cuttlefish, also known as the sepia or chaco, is one of the most impressive. This marine mollusk, a relative of squids and octopuses, can change its color, shape, and even texture in just fractions of a second. It might seem like sleight of hand, but it's actually biology at its finest. With highly sensitive skin, the cuttlefish uses cells called chromatophores to create incredible visual displays. In an instant, it can completely blend in with the ocean floor, vanishing from predators' sight. Then, in the next moment, it can flash vibrant colors to confuse, intimidate, or attract a mate. But it's not just a visual wonder. The cuttlefish also has surprisingly advanced intelligence. It can solve problems, learn patterns, and even retain memories, something rare among invertebrates. Its eyes, for instance, have a unique structure that detects light and motion with a sensitivity scientists are still trying to fully understand. It teaches us that the most powerful transformations often come not through force, but through cleverness, adaptation, and awareness of the environment. A quiet lesson, hidden beneath the waves, for those who know how to truly observe. 4th place. Demodex folliculorum, the invisible tenant. Get ready for an unexpected revelation. At this very moment, there are microscopic creatures living on your face. It's not a metaphor. It's real. Demodex folliculorum, commonly known as the human mite, lives in the pores and hair follicles of nearly every adult on the planet. Too small to be seen with the naked eye, these tiny arachnids are most active in the T-zone of your face, the forehead, nose, and chin, feeding on natural skin oils. They emerge at night, in complete silence, to move and reproduce. And during the day, they stay put, hidden, invisible. The thought might feel unsettling at first, but there's something almost poetic about this silent coexistence. These creatures live with us our whole lives without causing harm, and many scientists believe they may even help maintain a balanced skin microbiome. Knowing that microscopic life lives with us, and inside us, is a curious reminder of how we're walking ecosystems, far more complex than we appear. Nature never stops surprising us, even in the most intimate and unexpected details. Third place, orchid mantis. Nature's most elegant trickster. If camouflage is an art, the orchid mantis is a true master. This species of praying mantis doesn't just disguise itself as a flower, it visually transforms into a tropical orchid with stunning precision. Every leg, every curve of its body, is sculpted to deceive the eye. It lives in Southeast Asia, where it shares its environment with countless real flowers. That's what makes its strategy so effective. By looking like something familiar and harmless, it lures pollinating insects straight into its deadly grasp. A clever and lethal trick. But there's something even more impressive. The orchid mantis doesn't stop at appearance. It also mimics the gentle swaying of petals in the breeze, subtly moving its body as part of the illusion. A silent performance, perfectly executed. This graceful yet deadly creature invites us to reflect on how often beauty can be a disguise for hidden intentions. Among all of nature's curiosities, few are as theatrical and sophisticated as this one. And to think, among the leaves and flowers, a predator could be quietly putting on a show. Second place, bald wakari, the silent phantom of the jungle. Few animals are as instantly intriguing as the bald wakari, a nocturnal monkey that inhabits the tropical rainforests of South America. Its name might sound unusual, and its appearance even more so: a completely bald head, piercing eyes, and a body covered in grayish fur that looks prematurely aged. But this primate has a unique kind of charm. It's extremely discreet and quiet, with behaviors that easily go unnoticed. When perched in the treetops, it stays so still and well aligned with the branches that it blends right into the forest. During the day, it's nearly invisible. At night, though, it comes to life. Its bright red face stands out in the moonlight, and its quiet presence moves like a shadow through the dense jungle canopy. It's as if the forest itself whispers through its movements. The bald wakari reminds us that beauty isn't always obvious. Some creatures fascinate precisely because of their simplicity, their quiet existence away from the spotlight. It's one of those beings that, without trying to stand out, carries a mystery that transcends time, and makes us look twice at what we once overlooked. First place, maned wolf, the long-legged fox. We wrap up the list with a creature that looks like it was made up by someone who couldn't decide between a wolf, a fox, or a gazelle: the maned wolf. Tall, slender, and solitary, it's the largest wild canid in South America. Yet it behaves nothing like the wolves we know. With long legs like a deer and reddish fur that flows in the wind, it moves gracefully through the open grasslands of Brazil's Cerrado. The mane on its neck, which it can raise when alert, only adds to its mythical appearance. But what makes the maned wolf truly special is its solitary and peaceful nature. It doesn't hunt in packs, it prefers to wander alone, and its diet is a curious mix of fruit, small animals, and even roots. A true balance between carnivore and herbivore. When its deep, echoing howl rises under the full moon, there's something that stirs the soul, as if nature itself is calling us to remember that a wild, elegant, and free world still walks across the heart of the continent. And if you thought these animals were incredible, wait until you see the most stunning horses on the planet. Click the video on your screen right now to discover the world's most beautiful horses. You won't believe number 1.